veterans march on Washington. Emphasis on Washington, probably Washington, D.C. And I'm sure that all of these veterans that are marching are going to be based Chads. What do you think? Judging by what I see on the screen, it's probably much, much worse than I'm imagining. Okay, let's get into this cringe.
In a toilet. I'm saying that Trump is a load of crap. You don't just cut 50% of the people that are with the VA. That's wrong.
The Trump administration.
Okay, you were on to something. You were on to something. You should have just kept with the Trump toilet jokes. You didn't even have to bring up politics. Just do the Trump toilet jokes, and then you win. You're smarter than everybody out there.
Administration is cutting thousands of jobs from the Department of Veterans Affairs.
I depend on them for my health care. All those people that are in there have fought in combat, have put their lives on the line, and now they're being shit on.
Hey guys, it's Albie. We're out here in Washington, D.C. at the Unite for Veterans rally to learn more about the federal cuts to the VA and to show support to our troops.
First of all, they need to stop it with trying to cut personnel. The reason that we had an influx of personnel is...
I don't think any of these people actually have any idea what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but they definitely don't. They think they do because they're marching on Washington, but like these people, they're just as stupid as the rest of us.
Because the VA was not running efficiently years ago.
The Department of Veterans Affairs.
I'll give her that. Yeah, the VA was always terrible.
Is swinging the axe, aiming to slash nearly 15% of its workforce.
The Trump administration is calling this an aggressive reorganization, including with as many as...
It probably needed it, but I don't think it's going to work. I think the rot is too deep. It's too deep. Like I don't think there's any going back. I think we're all fucked. Not to be black-pilled or anything, but I honestly, like, we can make things a little better here and there, but I think with how everything is run right now, where the powerful people basically can run anything as long as they got the money. We're all fucked. The regular people. We're done. We might as well just check out.
As 80,000 staff cuts. 80,000 jobs. They're cutting 80,000 jobs. That seems like a lot, but this could just be the start of massive cuts.
Cutting
80,000 jobs. I wonder whose jobs that they're going to be cutting. Is it going to be useful people? Is it going to be wasted people? Honestly, who cares? Because I don't think it's really going to change much.
Staff from the VA means that there's going to be delays in getting services. There's going to be delays in seeing mental health providers. And when I first got out of the Army, it was very difficult to get seen right away. Say you have a cavity. By the time that you would get seen, the cavity would end up being an extraction rather than filling, because it would take months for you to get seen.
Instead of having an appointment next week, now you have...
I know a little bit about the VA, and she is completely right. Because my grandpa, he was always going to the VA until he got completely tired of it. They weren't helping him. They were actively making things worse, making him wait months and months and months to get treatment for things that they caused. So he was like, fine, I'm out. I'm just going to go get my own doctor. And they were like, okay, well, if you're out, then you lose all your benefits. And he was like, well, fuck, I'm not getting my benefits anyway.
Have appointment next month, or you have appointments delayed, or you go there and things aren't working correctly.
I'm a veteran and I use the VA for healthcare and veteran services. It's been slowly getting worse and it's a struggle. So an appointment I went to in January, I was called and told that my appointment needed to be canceled because they're no longer working with the VA. Made another appointment. That one got canceled because they're no longer working with the VA.
And that's because of what? Because of these they're cutting everything, right? Because of that?
Yeah, everything's difficult. And so now I'm on my...
What? These people are fucking insane. So it's been messed up this whole time. It's always been messed up. But Trump changing some things, it's messing it up even more. Like, what do you mean? You don't even know what's happening.
My third referral. This is supposed to be better service than getting service inside the VA.
But think about mental health.
Yeah.
Say you have an individual who has PTSD or, traumatic brain injury. If they don't get seen right away, and this person has SI, suicide ideation, if they're already thinking about harming themselves, and you don't see them right away, you could potentially lose that person. We had several cases of veterans committing suicide in the parking lot of the VA because they couldn't get seen. That's absolutely...
You know, my hat's off to Andrew Callaghan and Channel 5 News right now, because they actually found some smart people that kind of a little bit know what they're talking about. And definitely know more than I know. and I know a little bit.
Absolutely not the way we should be treating our veterans. This proposed cutting of funding to different agencies is absolutely irresponsible.
I think the biggest delay right now is for those of us that are just sending in our paperwork, getting it reviewed, and then having somebody get back to us.
Really what we're trying to do is make sure that veterans don't lose their benefits, and those who need to get them, get them. Because like I say, it shouldn't take 8 years. And some people...
Bro, like, did they find all of the base chads here? I thought this was going to be a bunch of crazy people. I bet there are a bunch of crazy people. I see this flag back here. What does that have to do with veterans?
It's taking even fucking longer than that, and it's really unacceptable. And now you want to talk about destroying the VA. Understand, if you get rid of 80,000 jobs, you are destroying the VA.
It's all these people that work for the VA that are going to be losing their jobs or have already lost their jobs. And how...
Bro, it needs reformed. The reason why it sucks is because it's too bureaucratic. They have to reform it. Honestly, I think they need to cut most of it out. I not just like 80,000. They need to cut most of it out. Or maybe just scrap it, start over, do a new thing.
How it's affecting their families and them.
A friend of mine in North Carolina woke up to a unceremonious...
Not trying to act like I know what they should do, because I don't know what they should do. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just like... So many people think they know what they're talking about. And they don't. Including me.
Email saying, hey, thanks for your service, but fuck off. That's happened to veterans all over the country, and there was no cause, there was no performance issues. It was simply to satisfy the ego of a couple of men.
We've always stood with...
What? Like, these people are so in their heads. Like, I don't even like Trump. It's just these people, they don't know what they're talking about. They just, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. Like, Trump caused all of this. But really, it was like, I don't know, tumbling out of control since the fucking beginning. But all of a sudden, everything is Trump's fault. Especially when he's trying to do something about it. Like, these people, like, they sure, if he does something about all this, and it fucks everything up, fine, give him shit for it. But how do you know? You don't. You're just against them.
With the vets, and you know what? The vets have always stood with the Dropkick Murphys, so we're here for...
I fucking hate the Dropkick Murphys, man. Bunch of leftist freaks.
Each other. And, we can...
That's funny. Stop the fucking Nazi shit. What is this? Stop the Nazi shit, and then this person's wearing the swastika on their arm. Like, you get real. What is going on here?
Consider ourselves patriotic Americans, and when shit ain't right, we're gonna speak up, you know? So that's what it's...
Like, I see what you're trying to do, but that's not how it looks. It doesn't look like the Statue of Liberty is wearing the Nazi symbol. It looks like you are wearing the Nazi symbol dressed as the Statue of Liberty. You look fucking ridiculous.
Patriotic Americans, and when shit ain't right, we're gonna speak up, you know? So that's what it's all about.
What does Dropkick Murphys know about the VA? They know everything about all the political issues, apparently.
And guess what? Shit ain't right!
That's the only message that they got. Is like, I don't like this. Shit ain't right. Let's go and protest. And say that. We'll say that at the protest. That shit's not right. I don't like what is happening. At least they're not burning down cars. Like, rioting in the streets. But like, this stuff is so stupid. You didn't see... Okay, whatever. At least they got American flags. It's better than most events.
As I stood and watched the most popular band in Boston history perform, I could feel the weight of history on my shoulders. Shout out to
Okay. Alright, nice exaggeration.
the veterans, man. We out here, man. Channel 5. So we got the Dropkick Murphys coming off stage right now at the United for Veterans rally. And can you tell us about this rally out here today?
Unite for Vets, standing up for, the veterans and federal workers who have lost what they've already worked for and fought for and sacrificed for. And
oh, but federal workers are gonna lose their jobs. People are gonna lose their jobs. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Like, who cares? Who cares if they're losing their jobs if their jobs do nothing or actively hurt the thing that they're trying to work for?
They should not be stripping away the rights that the veterans were promised and told. What you have to, at the very least, honor your commitments to what these guys signed up to fight for.
Sure, but is that what they're doing? You're gonna have to give me receipts on that. Like, do you know that, or are you just repeating stuff that you've heard? Because I've asked so many people about this. That's why I'm making this video. It's like, show me where it says this.
Having to beg for things they earn, and so we're here to say enough of that. Enough of that. This
enough of what? Nobody's telling me anything.
It has to stop.
And it's not political. We're members of both parties or no party. You know,
we're members of both parties or no party, even though he's against Trump here and he's wearing a blue thing around his neck.
We're just veterans. Yeah. We want the promises made to us kept.
What kind of nation mistreats veterans? You know, if they can't keep their promises,
they're mistreating the veterans. They're mistreating the veterans. What kind of nation mistreats the veterans? I don't know. Ask the Vietnam veterans. What kind of nation? Okay.
To veterans, they're not going to keep their promises to anybody else. Because if you fuck over somebody who literally laid their lives on the line for this country, then who are you not going to screw over? You know what I'm saying?
What's up, people?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying, and you're right. That guy is right. If you're willing to screw over the veterans, you're willing to screw over anybody, which is true, and it's happening. That's the way it works.
Take a quick break here to see how the media has been covering the Trump administration's cuts to the VA. As we know, different outlets push different agendas, shaping the story to fit.
Is this a ground news ad? It's seeming like it's going to be a ground news ad.
Their own narratives, and in some cases, advance the agenda of their investors, which is why independent reporting matters, and we here at Channel 5 are 100% committed to bringing y'all raw, unfiltered coverage straight from the streets. But before we hit the streets, we get informed using what, you might ask? Ground news.
Damn it!
Ground
I
news
knew it every time. All of these, like, non-political or, like, non-traditional political people, they're always pushing this ground news. Ground news is garbage.
News aggregate. It lets you see exactly how different media outlets, right, left, and center, are covering the same story as it unfolds. Here, as you can see, using...
Sure, if you're into that, but most people who are using it aren't doing that. They're looking at these articles and they're like, oh, this is left-leaning, this is blue, so I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to stick to the red, and vice versa.
In the ground news bias distribution tool, the left and the right are covering Trump's VA job cuts quite differently. The ultra-left radical Jacobin headline reads, Trump is waging war on veterans of fair workers unions, while the ultra-right-wing Fox News reports veteran advocacy leader defends Trump's shakeups at the VA, calls for reform to support veterans. Interesting ground news. Another thing I love about ground news is how it helps you figure out what's genuinely newsworthy by showing you numerically how many sources or journalists are covering a particular story. That kind of
But also, they don't tell you that you can only follow 100 of them before you have to pay. I don't like that. So dumb.
Transparency helps you differentiate between real news and echo chamber bullshit rage bait. Ground news. Another feature that I love to typical cut straight through the bringing the cost. Or click the link below in the pinned comment or description to sign up.
If you use ground news
means helping to support us, which means we can keep making videos like this, giving y'all coverage that isn't watered down or dictated by corporate interests. So check it out, stay informed, and most importantly, don't let the media tell you what to think. Ground news. All right, back to the streets.
My name is Al Gletkowski. I was in Vietnam in 1967 in December, and I wanted to go see if it was what I was hearing from other vets about killing women and children, if it was real. And it was real. I became totally anti-war at that trip. I was anti-war before I went. I came back, and I met a man that had some politics similar to mine. Our politics were Marxist, and we went on board a ship.
Politics were Marxist, okay. All right, I'm still going to hear him out.
With the plan of seizing the vessel and not allowing it to arrive at its destination. We succeeded. We captured the vessel.
At that time, I figured I couldn't talk to him anymore, so I got on the telephone and called the bridge and told him what he told me to say, that there was a live bomb on the ship and that the men should take to the lifeboats.
We brought the ship into Cambodia. We asked only one demand, and the demand was to hold the ship for the duration of the Indo-Chinese War.
Was there ever any effort to retake the ship?
No opportunity presented itself.
4 days later, the government was overthrown, and we were under arrest at that point on. So I was sentenced to a maximum of 10 years for mutiny on the high seas. Some people would say that I'm not a veteran, but my boots were on the ground in Vietnam, and so I was.
If you had a message...
Okay, I don't even know what to say about that. That whole thing was weird.
Message for veterans that might have voted for Donald Trump. You have a message for them?
I certainly do, and it's right here. The oath is to the Constitution, not the...
Dude, all these people, like, they don't get it. Ask him about guns. How does he feel about guns? And then ask him about the Constitution. Like, he's full of shit.
President.
All veterans took an oath to support the Constitution.
Yeah, they're all going to mention the Constitution. I bet they don't even know what is in the Constitution. What's the 6th Amendment, 7th Amendment? Nobody knows. Nobody knows that shit.
Not the president, not even Congress, the Constitution.
Our Constitution is our guiding light, not a president, not a dictator, not a wannabe dictator, as General Milley said.
We don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
Trump's got to go.
Of course they bring up General Milley. That bro got so fucking fired.
Republicans need to honor their oaths of office, find their spines, vote out evil and corrupt men, and live by the oath of office of honoring the Constitution against all foreign and domestic enemies, as well as respecting the
all foreign domestic enemies. You mean like illegal immigrants who are invading this country?
Sacrifice of people who have given freely up to a blank check.
It didn't matter whether there's 2 years of service, 4 years, 6 years.
Okay, this guy with the taco hat, like, I can't take him seriously.
20, 30 years. They made a promise to us. We signed the military enlistment contract, and it seems like veterans benefits are like one of the first things to go on the chopping block.
It's terrible. You know,
well, that it literally wasn't, but okay.
Go through war, you come back, you've experienced the most...
Man, I'm like... I don't want to be lumped into the right wing, but these people are fucking retarded. There's a couple of them in here that I don't think are completely retarded. But some of these people, especially the older ones, like, they have no idea what they're talking about. But they think they do, because they think they're wise and smart because they're old.
Terrible shit you've ever seen in your life. You know, being shot at and almost killed, and then you come back, we were treated like crap. That can't be tolerated. These people put their lives on the line.
I mean, we're happy to parade around and salute the flag.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna protest against Trump, who is making changes. No, you don't want him to make changes. You want him to keep it exactly how it was. Is that what you want? Like, get real, man. Get with the fucking program. What are you doing? Who are you against here?
And have patriotic ceremonies for nameless veterans that have given their lives. But the ones that are still here, we act like they're vagrants. We act like they're sycophants or that they're They're still here, we act like they're vagrants. We act like they're...
This is probably why this guy's homeless, because he can't spell. He's a homeless veteran. And it looks like multiple people wrote on this, because this is all like different handwriting, because this is definitely different handwriting where it says hungry. Like, who wrote that? This guy did not write that. Look at this H compared to that H.
They're sycophants or that they're sucks on the system. The ones that are here still need our help, and they did their part. We need to keep our word.
They should be out here standing up for us. We're the ones that give them the place to be in there. So they should be out here supporting the veterans that was willing to die for them. They should not want us to hurt like this. When I got told I was going to combat, I didn't say, hell no, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I said, I signed a dotted line, give me an M16. What did Trump say when he was told he might go to war? Oh, my daddy will pay my way out. I got bone spurs. I had extra bones in my feet. Trump needs to be gotten out of office. That's all there is to it. They need.
And then who's going to be put in his place? Like, that's what I'm saying, man. They don't get it. They want Trump to be removed, but what's the alternative? Kamala Harris?
To get rid of him.
What we need is a change of administration.
I think we should get rid of him.
We had a change of administration. We're at the beginning still. Like, you're insane.
the administration as soon as possible.
First of all, get rid of Trump. Get rid of Trump, get rid of Vance, get rid of Johnson.
If Donald Trump at least wants to stop sucking, as bad as he sucks, hire some competent people and stop being such an asshole.
Donald Trump is the president of the United States, but we're more worried about congressional legislation.
Okay, so it's more not about the president, it's more about the Congress that are cutting the funding?
It's much more about the Congress.
Why?
Okay, we're getting somewhere with that guy. This guy knows a lot more than the other people. I like this guy. He's on to something. Because he's not trying to blame the president. He's trying to blame all of them, including the president.
More not about the president, it's more about the Congress that are cutting the funding?
It's much more about the Congress.
Why can't Congress just do their job?
Unfortunately, I think
Congress is fake, honestly. I don't think that they actually do anything good. I think they only work for like corporations and multinational organizations and non-government organizations.
Going to be 2026 before we can actually really do something, because we'll have the opportunity to overturn a lot of these Republican seats and make them Democrat. And
oh no, that's not what we need. That's not what we need. We probably don't need Republicans in there, but we damn sure don't need Democrats. How about we like replace all of the political minded people in office with normal ass people that are just wanting to get work done and want a better country. Like, my God, man. These people, they're just like the people they say are retarded. They're all the same. The people on the right who have no idea what they're talking about, but they parrot the right-wing points. People on the left doing the same exact shit. We need the Biden administration taken out of there. Well, what's the alternative? The Trump administration that the left completely fucking hates? The right wing completely fucking hates the leftist administration? Like, what are we doing here? The alternative they want is to take out the right wing's guy to put in the left wing guy. And the right wing's alternative is take out the left wing guy to put in the right wing guy. It's so fucking stupid.
And the Democrats are the ones that will take care of us.
I don't ever want to think about the fucking president of the United States. You know? I want to go ride my motorcycle and...
Then go ride your motorcycle. What's stopping you?
And have a good time. But the fact that I have to wake up every day and think about an orange turd is really stressful and sad.
Bro, this guy lives just a sad existence where Trump just lives in his head rent-free. Like, come on, man. Like, you can actually do anything about it. So why worry about it? What the fuck are you doing? You're making everything worse for yourself. This dude's probably like 32 years old. He's probably my age. But he looks like this because he just lets things get to him and he's stuck with a raging mindset.
Sad.
I can't get my mind wrapped around supporting this guy because nothing he's doing is American. There's no decorum. There's no respect. Yeah. It's just fuck everything. You can't.
I don't think this guy has any idea what he's talking about. I don't think he actually watches Trump. I think he watches people talk about Trump on the left. Because if he actually watched Trump, he'd be like, oh, there's some good things, but there's a lot of really stupid things, and the guy's rhetoric sucks. Like, come on. Instead of, no, everything he does is bad, everything he's doing is bad, everything's un-American, which is completely not even true.
You can't run the government like a business, dude. It's a not-for-profit organization that provides services to the people. It's not a business.
Where has this guy been? Where has this guy been? Ever since the Federal Reserve was introduced, it has run like a business. It has been a business almost the entire time. Where did these people lose the plot? Was it when the internet was built and they just don't know how to use it and they don't know how to use computers? All they watch is cable news?
This big, beautiful bill of his is an atrocity that only puts money in the pocket.
It's an atrocity, huh? Did you read it? I didn't read it. I didn't read it. You didn't read it. No fucking way you read it. You don't know what's in there.
It's a billionaires.
His one big, beautiful bill is a pathetic wreck, and even Elon Musk told him that.
Elon Musk tweeted that I'm evil.
Oh, okay, so now Elon Musk is the smartest man alive? We're gonna listen to Elon Musk now? Is that what's happening? Since all of a sudden Elon Musk has turned on Trump, we like him again? What? Get real, man. It's so dumb.
because I was one of the people that launched the Tesla boycott. By the way, we're continuing to bankrupt Tesla. That is a mission. It's not about Elon Musk. Well, it is about Elon Musk. He's a Nazi. But it's also about oligarchs everywhere thinking that they can buy our country. And that.
What about all the other ones? What about all the other oligarchs that are buying the country? What about them? Because let me tell you, Elon Musk is a small fish in the pond when it comes to buying politics.
That stops now.
We know that the felon has went around Congress by creating Doge. Yes! Elon Musk was never appointed. How's that working out, man? I heard they're fighting these days. But anyway, they're trying to basically just cutting people and just saying, hey, that's it, thank you for your service.
I hate to see people have to learn the hard way, but maybe some people will take till they're personally affected that they realize that their vote was a mistake, a vote for the wrong.
I wonder how this guy was personally affected. Was he seeing mean comments online? Was that how he was personally affected? Did the cable TV news tell him that he should be personally hurt by all of this? Because how did it affect this guy? I'd like to know.
Wrong person, and hopefully everyone learns from the pain that we're all going through now.
How sad is it that it always has to wait until it affects the person before it becomes important to them? I guess damn everybody else, but you can't just burn the house down to save money.
I'm not even going to say nothing about that, because the previous administration was like literally lighting fires constantly. They let millions of people come across the border, and they just legit just told them, come on, it's free, let's go. Come across that border. We won't do nothing about it.
Gotta have someplace to live.
What they need to do is abide by the Constitution, period. And when there's a crime, you need to prosecute people that have committed a crime.
True. But the people that you're voting for don't do that. They don't want that. And they don't even care, really. I don't think. I think they're just saying things. They're saying things because people like them said the same things.
And last time I checked, there's somebody sitting in a big chair that's committed a few crimes.
Hey, did you ever have 91 charges against you? No. Did you ever have 34 felony convictions against you? No. Okay, so you all right then.
Dude, like, imagine. The people who don't want a guy to be president are the same people who charged him with 34 felonies. By the way, all these people are like crazy Hollywood people. Same types of people. They're intertwined with Hollywood. These crazy people that are obsessed with money and sexual degeneracy. Give me a fucking break.
If that would happen to you or me, we'd be sitting behind bars.
There was absolutely no way he should have gotten elected.
If you voted for Trump the second time, what the fuck is wrong?
All 7 swing states. 47th president of the United States of America.
Wrong with you? Yeah. Right, let's just keep it real.
Just because you voted for him once, twice, 3 times doesn't mean you can't see the evil for what it is today. And
that guy, like, is irradiating autism and rage. He's got that autistic rage.
Start working to help all of your brothers and sisters, not just the ones wearing red hats.
I don't respect any veteran that voted for Trump after January 6th.
They really know how to cut this, don't they? The guy was like, respect everybody, even the ones that aren't wearing red hats, and it cuts to the next guy. I don't respect any of the Trump supporters. I love it.
If you voted for Trump after January 6th, your oath is meaningless. You let this guy go out here and lead a insurrection, beat the hell out of cops, take a shit in the halls of Congress.
Dude, these people are so gone. They're so cooked. Like, there's no way we're getting these people back. They're retarded.
It's just a fundamental disrespect to who we are as a people that this guy continues to be in office, especially because he incited an insurrection, which makes him ineligible for the office in the first place.
Yeah. They all say the same shit. Every single one of them. I like hate that I'm like defending the right wing, but at least the right wing doesn't lie like this. At least the right wing, they lie about stuff like Jewish space lasers.
So, like, we're all sitting here acting like nothing has happened, but the dude literally paints himself orange and has a dead ferret on his head, and we're all acting like this is somehow normal, you know what I'm saying? And it's not normal. This is fucked up.
You were duped, because right now, he's making it impossible for us to be able to take advantage of the benefits that are due to us.
And when did these cuts go into play? Hold on, let me look into these. What are the VA cuts everyone is blaming Trump for right now? Searching. The Department of Veterans Affairs cuts being attributed to former President, what are you talking about, former? President Donald Trump in 2025 stem from a series of actions and proposals during his second term, which began in January 2025. These cuts primarily, okay, mass layoffs at the VA, okay. Give me something new. You know what this is telling me? This is telling me that nobody has any fucking idea what they're talking about. On June 6, 2025, thousands of veterans protested on the National Mall against the cuts and related policies, such as the ban on transgender military service. There it is, right there. That's why all these people are mad. They're actually not mad about this. The media is mad about this, and the deep state is mad about that, so they're telling people to be mad about other stuff because this isn't good enough. Nobody cares about this. The rally, coinciding with the D-Day anniversary, featured speeches from figures like Senator Tammy Duckworth. Public sentiment on X. Posts on X reflect polarized views. Some users, like Doge AI Gov, defend the cuts as targeting bureaucracy, not veterans care, while others, including Vote Vets and Senator Mark Kelly, accuse Trump of abandoning veterans and undermining promised benefits. So whenever these insane liars tell me that this is what Trump's doing, I immediately think that he's doing the opposite of that. And whenever Trump is saying that he's doing something, I immediately think that he's exaggerating, but still kind of doing the thing that he says at least. That's what I think about Trump. Potential long-term implications. Privatization concerns, impact on vulnerable groups, political fallout. I don't think anybody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Somebody's going to have to explain this to me. And I'd like to hear it from a person who knows what they're talking about and somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Because I want to see what stupid people have to say about this. Because I don't think they know. Because I'm not making any sense of anything. Like, what is going on? It seems like they're making cuts to bureaucracy. Which could be good, could be bad. Who knows? We don't know. Because it's just starting to happen. We have no idea. Their argument is, Trump is making changes and it's going to be bad. So let's stop him because we don't want anything to change. We want everything to be the same until we get a leftist in there who's going to fuck it up even worse. They don't even know. They don't know.
And for the veterans that might have voted for Donald Trump, do you have a message for them?
Yeah, but you can't put it on video.
You want to tell me in my ear?
No. Fuck you.
Well, you can definitely say it on video. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. These people, they don't know anything about the internet. They don't use computers. They only listen to what people tell them on the TV. Or maybe on Facebook on their phone. That might be the internet that they consume, is the Facebook feed.